Greetings, everyone. So we are here with an idea called Dogopedia. In group, we have Jay Verma, Manya Srivastava, Nikhil Mishra, Rachit Jain, Soumya Avik, Satyapreet Patnaik, Shreyasi Degoria.
The problems that led us to this idea. Understanding pet dogs and their needs. All dog owners need guidance and ideas on how to raise a puppy. Things that they need to know for their pet's good health and happiness are the diet that they need to follow for their dogs, the behavioral traits and temperament of the dogs, allowing them to understand the psychology and the emotional needs of their dogs, the frequency at which their dogs need different grooming, managing schedules, and tracking healthcare. In today's generation, everyone is very busy, and it is quite challenging to keep a track on your schedule itself. And if you're a dog owner, it becomes even more challenging as you have to keep track of your pet's vaccination dates, dates for vet visits, daily medicine routines, daily walk and play times, in addition to your schedule. Training and discipline. Raising a puppy is quite similar to raising a human child. Obedience and discipline are important for the dogs to learn. An undisciplined dog would tend to destroy furniture and even might end up to be a threat to the owners as well as their visitors. An untrained dog remains confused in a lot of situations. Socializing and breeding pets. Again, like humans, dogs are also social beings. It is important for them to socialize with humans as well as other dogs. Otherwise, they tend to develop anxiety and other mental ailments. Finding a partner for your dog is important after a certain age, which is often a task. Solutions that we came up with. We provide detailed information about the grooming habits, diet cycle, and temperament of all dogs as per their breeds. We provide reminders about the pet's vet visit dates, vaccination dates, medicine routines, walk, and meal times. We provide instructions and different training exercise along with step-by-step guide on how to go through it. We provide dog tracking services to track other pet dogs living in the same locality through GPS.
Business model. Value proposition. Customer will get solution to any problem related to their pet. The problem this is solving is the lack of proper training, information about vaccination, quick symptom analysis, and connection of widely connected network of veterinary doctors. Customer segment. This app is creating value for busy individuals who are pet owners facing difficulty in managing their pet needs and wants. Demographic. Younger and middle-aged pet owners with high disposable income. Behavioral. Online shopping habits and loyalty customers. Geographic. Urban cities and location with veterinary hospitals nearby. Psychographic. Animal lover, high maintenance lifestyle. Revenue stream. So the revenue stream here will be a subscription-based model channels. App-based reach to customers. So the channel of providing information will be an app that will be provide services and information to the customer. Key activities: connecting with veterinary doctors and hospitals, providing right information about their pet, and connecting them with other pet owners. Customer relationship. Customer relationship, they expect a helping and technical support relationship from us. Key resources: technical support, technical infrastructure. Financial aid, it will be expensive to support and operate an application. Key partners, it will be doctors, hospitals, pet owners, and pet shops. So this is the projection. We have divided it into three price band: low, mid, and high. So first price band will be 100 rupees per month, mid will be 150 per month, and high will be 200 per month. Customers, so we are assuming that low customers will be on a higher end, but we have to slowly shift to high and mid customers, so they are more sustainable in the long term.
For the next part of our presentation, we will go over Dogopedia's projections for the next 5 years. We believe 5 years is a good time frame to understand exactly where the business is headed and the various decisions that are going to be made regarding Dogopedia. So first we come to the sales. We believe that in our first year, we will have around 4,000 customers with our marketing as well as the efforts of our employees. However, we believe the majority of these people will be concentrated in the low price band. This is because we think that initially consumers will be unwilling to try out our product as much as others, and hence we expect maximum number of people to go in low and the mid area, not so much the high area. However, by the time we come to year 5, we will see a lot of people shifting from the lower bracket into the mid bracket. Of course, it still follows that the new consumers will start at a lower bracket, hence the high numbers there as well. However, there will be an exponential shift in especially the high category where we see people go from about 250 to about 6,000. Of course, these are projected numbers, which cause the exponential rise in the sales for the company in the top line. Now we'll come to the expenses. So in the employee benefit expenses, as explained previously, we have 14 employees with us, 2 of who are senior management. However, they have agreed to work for us for no cost whatsoever. Of course, they will be paid back in the forms of shares, as well as later on, they will probably get a salary as well. However, initially, we are able to keep employee costs on the lower side by doing this and pay our middle and lower level managers a little more as a result. And as we go forth, we believe that the gains we see in the sales should be reflected in the salaries of our employees. And hence, we see an exponential growth in the size of the team as well as the salaries of the team. Next come our advertising expenses. Our advertising expenses are pretty high, almost 50% of our sales for the first year. However, we believe that this is going to pay off in the long run, as we will see a huge influx of customers. And as if we keep up our advertising efforts up over the years, this will become a lower and lower percentage of our top line, hence benefiting our business in the long run. Now, we have chosen to adopt a subscription model for our software instead of designing it ourselves, as this is more cost effective. We have a few fixed assets, such as our laptop and the trademark, which we will get for the Dogopedia app. However, we have not chosen to rent a premises, hence you do not see any rent expenses in the income statement. This is because we believe that a work from home will be the most effective for our app. Now we come to the interest expense. The company has decided that in our 4th year, we will need a fresh injection of capital in order to grow the business exponentially. And hence we see in 2026, which is the 4th year of the business, we will see an exponential growth in not only sales, but will make a profit for the first time as well. This profit is of course dampened by the interest expense from our long-term loan. However, as you can see in our last year of our projection, which is 2027, our 5th year, we will indeed be about 15% PAT margin, which is an extremely good margin for a startup. Further, after 2027, we only expect the business to increase by about 15 to 20% for the next 5 years, after which we expect it to stabilize and grow around 8 to 9% in perpetuity. Now we will be talking about the timeline and the status of our business.
What is the underlying magic that our app has? When we buy a phone or a laptop, one of the major specifications that we are interested in is its storage capacity. Big companies like Google and Apple provide cloud storage services to overcome storage issues such as lack of storage space and lag in the device due to insufficient storage. Dogopedia is a collection of all dog-related features and services available on App Store, combined in a single app, saving a lot of storage space and time of the owner, which would have been spent in downloading 3 to 4 different other apps. We also provide some never before seen features such as dog tracking services. As mentioned earlier, we also provide collars with GPS trackers for the pets of the subscribers.
So talking about the competition, we need to understand the competitors in the market. Based on that, we can create an analysis. The competitors in the market are like Pupper, that is a home training video app for the dogs, or the Whistle, that is the GPS locator and the health monitor. We can even say about the Pet Cube, that shares the pet moments of day-to-day, their videos, their images, and what they do, anything surprising, anything mysterious, anything funny, everything can be shared to the world by this. Even the Pet First Aid is a veterinary consultancy app. A dog scanner helps us to know which breed of dog is it. So all these apps are really great, and they have been the best apps in 2021. But are but once you need to know about them as a whole, we have to download each and every app. Again, upgrading them at after a certain period of time is obvious. So that will actually bring a lot of work. We are introducing an app where all the features and all the services are in one place. So instead, when the competitors are providing individual services, we are providing you a common platform where you can get the information of all the services. Like as of now, we are providing the veterinary consultancy, training, knowing the various breeds, location tracker for the dogs. Later on, there are a lot of opportunities that we can improve ourselves into the food, the toys, the daily necessities, the special events that we can hold for them, and a lot more we can do. Since now, when we have checked in the market, like any app which have all the information is not there. So we are having a first mover advantage, and this can help us to create a value for the consumers. And once we can create a value of the consumers and we always prove ourselves to be good and better and the best, then we will have a strong stay in this market. Even for the premium subscribers, we'll be providing opportunities like to chat and discuss with the other consumers regarding their pet. So any confusion they're having or anything they want to discuss with them, they can do it easily via our app even. So that's about the competition. Thank you.
Now, coming to the marketing side of our journey, we believe that the ideal target segment for us would be people who pet dogs in metro and tier 1 cities, and the likely to be owners of dogs in tier 1 and metro cities. The primary age group that we are looking forward to target is the age group that lies between 16-year-olds and the 42-year-olds. We would like to position our app as an all-in-one platform for dog content, an app that contains all the content that can be required with reference to a dog. To grow more awareness about a product, we would like to carry out certain campaigns. As we can see, the same has been listed here. Partnering with NGOs and adoption centers would be a fundamental part of the business model, which in turn can be used to spread positive word of mouth. Being associated with such NGOs can enhance the image of the company and will be efficiently utilized for organic growth. Arrangement of demo training sessions where users or prospective users can come and understand more about the training their dogs. Regularly arranging these events will again be a key driver for organic growth, largely driven by two factors. Firstly, converting prospects, and secondly, through positive word of mouth from already established customers. Monthly fest to reward the top 3 trainers. At this fest, all trainers from a specific region will be invited based on their video entries via the app. These trainers will be given the platform to showcase their training skills through their dogs in front of the judges, and the top 3 performers will then be chosen. This will help in creating a sense of competitiveness and will also help in rewarding the top users. Partnering with Instagram influencers. Instagram undoubtedly stands as the most engaging social media platform for the promotion of one's business. Utilizing the same optimally seems to be a necessity. Partnering with niche-specific influencers to target a specific audience base will largely help in spreading awareness. And lastly, YouTube channel with UGC. Being a startup with a low budget in the initial phase, utilizing user-generated content is the most viable option. User videos can be uploaded on a YouTube channel while giving the required credits, and a proper channel can overall easily be run through these user videos.
The team composition of the firm will include Chief Executive Officer. He or she will be the person who will be the face of the company. The CEO is the person in charge of the firm's overall direction, vision, and culture. His responsibilities will include making major decisions, managing the overall operations and resource, connecting the board of directors with the corporate operations, and being the public face or voice that represents the company. Next will be the Chief Technical Officer, having someone who can determine what will work best for your organization, as well as oversee the integration and management of numerous systems from hardware to software to mobile technologies, is paramount to the success of the business. The CTO's responsibility will include leading the technical team and technical development process, keeping the company up to date and constantly evaluating and developing systems. Next will be a team of 4 software engineers who will work along with the CTO and report to him and will be required to work on contributing to the development of a user-facing product, collaborating on projects from conception to completion and iteration, helping turn product ideas into real-life features, working on updates and improvement required in the user interface. Next comes Partnerships Manager. It makes no difference how good our product or services are if the company isn't connecting with the customers and clients properly. A team of 2 will be dedicated to developing strong interactions with the consumers and clients. Their responsibilities will include proactively plan for lead customer renewal conversations, ensure regular check-ins with key accounts and set a cadence for all customer segments, closing, managing and enabling partners to successfully refer clients to the firm, nurturing partnerships beyond launch until they can be strategically managed, and making outbound calls, prospecting and creating lead lists. Next will be the bookkeeper and admin assistant. Having someone on the team who is accountable for the money and has a keen eye for detail to manage all elements of the company's finance is critical. Their responsibilities will include producing accurate financial reports and information, budgeting, projecting profits, managing petty cash, and payment to stakeholders. Next will be the staff coordinator. Since a lot of services being provided by the app, like veterinarians or dog trainers, etc., will be through volunteering and freelancing, a team of 2 will be dedicated to collaborating with volunteers and freelancer service providers to determine and prioritize business strategies, recruiting and maintaining relationships with service providers, and creating and maintaining cross-developmental relationships to enable leadership success. Next comes the business development. A business development team looks for ways to grow your company from both marketing and sales perspective. Their responsibilities will majorly include growth and increasing revenues, designing and planning sales operations, lead brand management and marketing, reaching out to other organizations and maybe investment firms to communicate and get connected, and developing marketing strategies. We plan to recruit the above given team and service providers through the following channels. Within our network, we can look for recruits for key roles within our network of people we know and try to find someone who not only is qualified and prepared for the responsibility but also connects with the firm's vision. Interviews. Going the traditional way, we can recruit some members of the team via interviews. A campaign can be run on platforms like LinkedIn or Naukri.com to find the most suitable staff for the firm. Volunteering. A lot of service providers like dog trainers, veterinarians, food suppliers, etc. are interested in volunteering work on temporary basis. We can contact them and request them to render their services. Last, freelancing. We can hire the service providers to provide their services like training on a freelance basis. Payment can be made on commission basis depending upon the number of customers served.
Planning. It would be held from 1st Jan to 15th Jan. Planning requires special attention to both the sides, the customer and the development team. This stage is the key to the overall project success because it helps to establish realistic expectations on the budget and development roadmap. After planning, there would be research, which will be held from 16th Jan to 31st Jan. Research takes about 2 weeks, where the business analyst, specialist, developers, and even the project manager will collaborate with the customer and look for the best solutions. Everything starts with clarifying the expectation and defining ways to implement them. After planning and research would be the design stage. Now, design stage can be divided into 2 parts. First is UX design. It would be done from 1st Feb to 28th Feb. The UX designer decides how the user interface will work and which screens and buttons to add, which will help the user experience. After this would be the UI design. UI design will be done from 1st March till 28th April. The UI design stage is 5-6 weeks long as the designer creates an exceptional and attractive interface for your application. Designing the buttons and sliders is not the end at all. Presentation is everything in app development service. After designing stage would be the development stage. It would be done from 21st April to 15th July. App development stage is divided into two parts, front end and back end development, but both can work parallelly, therefore saving time. Back end development can be completed in 3 months since it requires work with the app server and the database. For such applications, all the data is stored in the backend server. The front-end developer commonly manages the tasks that enable functionality from 3 months. Developers use native frameworks like Swift, Objective-C, and Java to create separate versions for the App Store and Google Play Store. After the app development stage will be a very important stage called as testing stage. Now in testing stage, first would be alpha test stage. It will be held from 15 July to 5 August. In this alpha version, the app will be released to all the members of the organization. They will use it for a week and provide feedback and also inform about the glitches. The app development team will then work on the improvement and fixing of those glitches. After alpha test would be the beta test. It would be done from 6th August to 15th September. The final version of the app will be launched to the initially interested people as the beta version, so that more and more feedbacks and inputs can be collected and the glitches are identified before the official release of the app. The development team will try to fix those issues and glitches. After this would be the marketing campaign, which will run parallelly with the testing phase. It would be done from 15th August to 15th December. We'll start making a marketing plan as soon as the alpha test is launched, so that by the time beta is launched in the public, there is already a little buzz around the product and it will keep up with these marketing activities even after the launch of the app, so that more and more people come join with us. Finally, the official app will be released on 20th September. Here you can see the whole roadmap and how it's planned to happen. Each and every step is mentioned, whether it will happen parallelly or separately. Now, the current status of our app is that we are currently in final design phase and will soon start with the app development from April 20. We expect no delay in a planned timeline. Thank you.